Angela's looking at Terry to say, Terry, are we live on Instagram?
We're now live.
We are now live. We are live on Instagram. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. And we are live, most of all, on our precious website. And I'm thankful for that. And why am I dancing? I'm dancing because it's free shipping week. Every year we have 1 week sometime during the year, usually in June. Greg, you good?
Yep, you're good.
Good. Do you want to dance with me?
No, I'm good.
He's not going to dance with me. Okay, so it's free shipping week. So all orders over $59.95 that are going in Canada and the United States, the shipping is free. And Terry's here, and she's all dressed up. Terry, I just think we should put the camera on you just for a second, because your outfit is so cute. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take yours. There we are. Isn't her outfit sweet?
It is cute.
Oh, isn't it cute? I just love it. It's
My
so cute.
sisters gave me this dress for my birthday.
Oh, they did. That was nice. Who picked it out, Lana?
I think so.
I think so too. I feel like I don't know.
It looks
I don't
like a
really
Lana
know what
dress.
Susan's style, but you look so cute today. I love your
Thank
outfit. So we're gonna hook the rocks. We're gonna hook the rocks. I've been looking at lots of rocks. I had a swim this morning. I was awake at 5:30.
Oh,
The ocean, the sun was coming up over the ocean. So beautiful. And June is just the prettiest month. I can hardly leave my yard, as you know. I've been like watching the poppies and watching the rhododendrons and the irises. It's just so gorgeous. And now the peonies are coming.
and the lupins.
And the lupins are almost finished.
I know.
I would say they go to seed very quick.
Yeah, everything came early
So,
this year.
Yeah, it's like it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a song every time I look out the window. Okay, we're going to finish this rug today. We are going to get this little bugger done, and we're going to get our rocks all finished up. And someone asked if it's going to be a kit. I never know if it's going to be a kit. The only thing I know is that I like to wait with a little while before we know if it's a kit. Someone else asked if these are going to be kits. Well, right now, this is a kind of a rug that I'm working out. Like, this is my art practice, and I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready because I'm not finished with it. I have a lot more of those to do. So maybe like sometime down the road, we might do that. But for now, I'm just going to make them. I'm just going to make the rugs. There's my beautiful pencil that Mary gave me, lost on the frame. So let's get in here and make some rocks. Okay. Now, this was a Noro yarn that we had in the studio last year. I don't have any. There's none of this out there, is there, Terry? It's all gone. I think that's from my. Yeah. Some things last in your stash for a long time, but there are some flecks. If you go on the website and look around, there's some grays. I think the wave yarn has grays with flecks in it, so you can find stuff, definitely. And when you get a flecky yarn, it's great for a rock. Just so easy. All you got to do is hook it. And the 10-minute-a-day challenge, we are over 1,400 people. So that's good. We exceeded last year. That, I'm over this exceeding last year thing. Like, if last year was great, do you have to exceed it for it to be better? I don't think you do. That's the question of the day. Right there. Like, does it have to keep getting bigger or does it have to, like, if you make chocolate chip cookies and they're perfect, are they going to be better because you put pecans in them? So this exceeding last year thing, forget I said that, because it doesn't matter. If there were 15 people in 10 minutes a day and there were 15 of us actually hooking 10 minutes a day all summer, is that not worth a lot? What do you guys think?
I think you're right. I think when is enough to be happy with?
Yeah.
When can you be content?
When can you be content? And so, like, I love it that there's more people hooking, because I know what hooking gives to people, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't have to be 3,000 people in the 10 minutes a day, or 50,000 people, or do you know what I mean? Like, if you have the same as last year, it's so good.
Soulful Skein rug hooking.
Yeah.
See, I completely disagree.
They don't.
Oh, listen to this. Listen. Oh,
They don't feel the need to receive. But
they don't feel the need.
Angela disagrees.
They don't feel the need to what?
They don't feel the need to
exceed.
No. I don't think exceeding last year is better. Is what
I don't think it always is either. I think even sort of sometimes not getting to last year, but doing it with more depth can be really beautiful. What do you think, Angela? Now lay it on us, girl. Tell us what you're thinking.
I feel the more people, like if you're exceeding, then that's more people being creative.
Well, she's got a point.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of,
yeah,
that's your kind of your mantra when you share rug cooking. You never know what you're sharing.
True.
Well, that's true.
And even the stories that we get about how rug cooking has changed people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, we've got like 4 podcasts lined up for you fellas.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, the stories. Like, it's just what it's doing, like what's happening in the world of rug cooking, like in people. So yeah, you got a point, Angela.
Yeah, I want to see
do
10,000 next year.
Oh, she's a big thinker. She is a big thinker, which is great. That's why I love it that she's here. She likes to think big, and that's a good thing. We need big thinkers, and we need to think big ourselves sometimes. You're right.
And I guess I wasn't really thinking about business-wise. I was thinking more about in your own heart when you're content. I think so. We would be content or happy that 1,500 people or 1,400 people are in, but we'd be just as happy or, comparatively happy if there were more.
Yeah. Like, I guess I'm not saying, I think you're right, Angela, in the point that if there were only 15 people doing it, it wouldn't have the excitement and the same energy and the vitality that it does. And there would be so many people missing out, is what you're saying, right? There'd be like so many people.
But for me, it's that, and the fact that if it was just 15 people, fantastic, because that's 15 people doing something creative.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, is that people take time to do something with their hands.
Yeah.
And like I said, when people come into the studio and talk to us, the transformation that this craft does to them is really inspiring.
It is inspiring.
Yeah.
You're right. So that's why we keep reaching out, and that's why we keep striving, I guess, because we do. Even though I say I'd be happy if it was, it's not that I wouldn't be happy. I would still appreciate it. You would still appreciate it, and it would still matter, right? But we do want to.
But we would still keep putting effort into spreading it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, would be great. Hello. Oh, you just learned how to hook rugs, didn't you? We won't put you on camera unless you want to be. But yeah, that's great. Welcome. She's having her tea. It's good. Okay, so should I put...
She has a friend from Ontario that was teaching her how to hook.
Oh, good.
From Nova Scotia.
Oh, she's from Nova Scotia. Are you from Ontario?
No, I'm from Alberta.
Oh, you're from Alberta.
She moved to Alberta. Where did I get Ontario from?
Oh, the other woman that was in here, she's from Ontario.
Oh, sorry.
It's tourist season. We're getting people from all over
the world, and it's so nice. Okay, so this is Stone Path, you guys. This is just one of the best yarns for hooking rock. So let's just see what Stone Path looks like.
We won't put you on.
If you don't want to be on, you don't go on. Don't worry.
If you want to see your hook.
There we go. So I kind of hold my hook straight up and down once I get going, right? And then my thumb underneath is meeting, pushing it up a little bit. I have a short little hook. Yeah, I do. I like it.
A lot of beginners coming in that I'm teaching, this is the number one thing, Deanne, is that when they're hooking, they keep dropping their previous loops.
Yeah, I know. I'll just show you what happens right here. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. So what happens is people take their strand of wool and then they hook. And because their tension is not even, when they pull up the next one, they pull out the last one. Most common beginner mistake. So if it happens to you, don't worry about it. There are 2 things you can do. You can try pulling your loops a little bit higher until you get your tension right. Because just watch this. When I pull this loop and I pull it a little higher and then I pull the next one, when you pull the next one, it pulls the last one down a little bit. And that's normal. And that's what's happening. It just slips out. So that's one thing you can do. Okay. I said 2 things. What's the other thing? Oh.
Your ankle, maybe?
What?
I always go back towards my previous loop. Kind of
oh, your angle. Oh, that's a good idea. So Angela's saying if you go back towards your previous loop, you can sort of see where you can kind of hold it a little bit. And then I kind of pinch. I sort of pinch my wool and on from underneath, and it just kind of holds it, you know. But it's really about tension and practice.
Yeah. If you hold your wool too tight underneath, it will take from the previous hoop instead of taking from the string you're working with.
If you hold it too tight. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you got to, that's a good point.
You have to let it go through your fingers.
You got to let it go through your fingers. Right. Yeah. It's tension.
Yeah.
And really, one thing great about rug hooking is that it does work out the tension. Oh, what other color? So I went to my messy bits. So I'm just going to like pull. This was a boucle. I'm not going to use that. This is a nice one though. This is good. Kind of a nice tan colored. Maybe I finished that off up there. Maybe I'll stick a little bit in. Isn't that lovely? We just painted our dye kitchen. It's not finished yet, so I'm not going to show it to you, but Igor painted it in a nice kind of warm cream color, and it looks really lovely. Now he's going to fix up all our white shelves. We were thinking about getting wooden shelves, but Igor said he likes the white. I'm kind of liking the white now too, that we got the cream in there.
Mm-hmm.
You?
Yeah, I like it too.
I was wondering if we should paint that door black. That would be a lot of work, but the door going into the dye kitchen, if we should paint it black, like the white, the cream, and the black, wouldn't that look really nice? I love white, cream, and black together.
Okay.
What do you think?
It'll be a lot of taping off. All windows.
I know. It's a lot of taping off, but Igor likes to do things thoroughly. He'll do a good job on that. What do you think? Who wants to ask him to do that?
I'll ask him.
You'll ask him. I think it would look good. I wonder if our dye kitchen shelf should be black too, like with all our dyes on it.
Oh.
Wouldn't that look good?
That would be sharp.
That would be sharp. Yeah.
And then you could put the
then
names
you could draw
of the
your
dye.
black door with white.
Well, no, the door has windows in it, Ange. It has all those windows, right? So
because you like to do drawing.
Yeah, I do like to do that. It's true. Okay, I'm going to put another tan over here. We are almost done. Like, this is going to be finished. I just love how people meander here.
Living Lakeside wrote, paint the doors. Black will be beautiful.
Oh, Living Lakeside. I know her. That's my friend.
Oh.
If anybody wants to give her a little follow on Instagram, Living Lakeside. She's got great taste. And one of the things she does is just sort of shows, it's on Instagram, Living Lakeside, but you can go on and you can give her a follow, and you can see she does a lot of decorating things on her Instagram. It's really beautiful. Okay, we are just about done. Now that last one. What color do we make that last one, Terry Cole? What do you think? I don't know. I'm not sure either.
Something a little darker?
Yeah, maybe like this dark gray. Yeah, I think that would work. And then we are finished. So our question of the day is, let's ask and explain how you feel about, like, do you feel like, Angela, you're very strongly competitive. Like, I would have picked her for my team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So are you more strongly inclined to exceed, like if you made 15 rugs last year, do you want to make 20 this year? Like, are you like that? Do you sort of go that way, or are you happy with the same, making the same or less? How does it matter? I'm just curious. Yeah. Okay. So there was a question on Wall with Wool this week about, what do I do with all my rugs? And I love it that you're making so many rugs. But you know what you do with them? you share them. You either give them away to friends or family. You find people who love them. You find a nursing home in your area that wants to be decorated with them, or maybe a group home that someone, maybe, someone who, an organization who can't afford to buy art, and you share it with them. Or you sell your work, you find a little gallery, maybe a restaurant, and ask if they would like to decorate their walls. You create a collection and you share it with people. You can raffle it off for something, or auction it off, give it to friends. Then you can do things like make pillows with them. You can make a tea cozy, a toaster cover, make a long floor mat for the floor. This is the thing that I find if I have too many rugs, one of the things I do is I stop and I make a very large piece. So when I was younger and I would get too many rugs and I didn't have a nice big studio gallery for them, I would stop and I would make a floor carpet, like something that would go under my coffee table, like big, 8 feet by 6 feet kind of thing. So that's another thing that you can do is move away from small and move towards large. But the really important thing to do, I think, is to share your work and find a way to share it. Because when you share your work, you really, I think we grow from sharing our work, like bring them out where people can see them and use and enjoy them. Oh, there's 2 little spots there. So that changes things, but I think I'm going to stick with the dark gray for both of them. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I could go with another tan. So that was a really big question on our Wild with Wool Facebook page this week. And if any of you guys have any other ideas of how you're sharing your work, like I know one woman who has a show in a restaurant every year and sells a lot of her work. Start see about a show at your library. Public spaces, libraries, churches, hospitals, public spaces, have a show, and you don't have to give them away to do that. Sometimes you can just lend them. You can put them on a permanent loan. We are done. It's all finished. Oh, it's very sweet. Nice, it's very, very sweet. I like it. So let's okay. This is me. No, everything's good. We don't need to rush into the next thing. Whatever we did last year is good enough. And then I did not have that out of my mouth, right? That's done before I said, let's get ready for next week. What are we going to hook next week? There's our space. So I'm going to do, I'm loving this 7x16 size. Just getting my marker. Getting my ruler. So did you guys have a good look at that? Let's have another look at it. Let's take a minute. I'm just loving this big messy pile I have here. It's pretty nice. I like it. Right here. Okay. So let's draw on next week's. We'll do a similar. So this size here is, I think it's become a lovely size, the 6x17. So let's do the 17. And then do the 6. Do the 6 over here. Oh, we've got another rug underneath here. Oh yeah, my wildflower one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm working on a landscape book. So I'm thinking about landscape a lot. Got these beautiful blues here. Just can't quite decide where to put my horizon line. Okay, let's get that tree in there. See what it looks like.
Oh, I really want a picture of that tree before you look at it.
You want a picture of it? Yeah. Do you want me to just grab my camera?
Yeah, do you mind?
No, no, of course not.
I just came up with an idea.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Which is actually not my idea. It's kind of Patrick's idea that we were talking about yesterday, but we can't talk about it now because it's something that's coming up in the fall.
Oh, this tree has something to do with that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just try and get it. There we go. But that's it. When you get an idea, you just got to capture it right then sometimes. And if you wait, it's gone. You lose it. I love that. That little, just that little bit of wool is perfect. Okay, I'm just going to pull out some dark greens. And I'm going to start up here.
It's funny, I was swimming in the pool last night, and when I look out, I see trees like that.
Do you?
The big Norwegian spruces.
They are. Those are gorgeous trees you have in your yard, Angela. Yeah. And you see the beauty in them every day, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. How do you like living in the country, Terry, from living in town?
Oh, we like it. Last night, after supper, we went out and sat in our little mosquito tent, whatever.
Right.
We have furniture out there. We
you have a lot of furniture out there.
We do have a lot of furniture out there.
Looks good.
Larry sat and did Sudoku, and I scrolled through my phone just outside, just enjoying the sounds, birds singing, and fresh air. It was hot, but it was nice.
So if someone had texted you last night, you would have actually answered.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. That would not have been something.
I don't like to do that to my friends. It's shocking when I do that.
I know. It just sort of throws them right off. I got an answer from Terry. She is there. I'm not much better, to be honest. You're not a lot better either, Ange.
No, I'm
like
terrible.
When I'm not working, I'm like, that phone could be anywhere.
Yeah.
That's good, though. That's a good thing. Okay, there's my tree. And that's what I got for you today, folks. Right there. Hooking a tree.
That is incredible that you created that gorgeous, very real looking tree in that little bit of time.
Isn't that lovely?
Beautiful.
Great. I'll just turn it around so you can see it. So Angela brought some wools in and a new frame. We have a new rug hooking frame right there. And is it on the website, Ange, the new frame?
It is under new product.
Okay. So this is a new old product, a very new, very old product. When I first started hooking rugs, this was the way we used to make the frames. And then I started putting metal tacks on them, but we've changed. I've ordered really strong upholstery tacks, and you would just take your linen, you lay it over, and you put this is made out of softwood, so you put your thumbtack right in that. And it works really well. And I've got long tacks. See, these tacks are 3/4 of an inch long, so they'll go right through your rug.
Now, we had a question this morning about would it be hard to get those tacks in? Would you need a hammer? Would you need something? And I tested it this morning.
Yes.
And it was actually pretty easy.
It's pretty easy, isn't it?
It is.
Now, sometimes you might need a little hammer like a small hammer to take them out or whatever if you wanted to. Or if you got some fingernails, you can just lift them with a nail file or something. You can just stick a nail file in there and
or a knife
or butter knife, right? But I like this because that other frame drives me crazy because I am clumsy. And I tell, when we go to sell it to someone, I just say, if you move fast, you can't buy this frame. But if you're careful and deliberate, it's a great frame. It's an excellent frame with the tacks in it. But I prefer it without the tacks. And we got them all painted black because we're into black. Now we're gonna
black doors.
Next year we'll have the whole place painted black. All right. So what do we got here? These are our deep dyes, Angela.
Yep, these are Greg's.
These are
new studio dyes.
Greg's new studio dyes. So let's have a look. Patty's green, perfect. It's gorgeous. I got to unwind them though because you can't really see them. So there's Patty's green. Now remember that it's free shipping this week for orders over $59.95. So it's a good time to get your stash built up for summer. And then the next one he did is Hayfield. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Got your gold and your bright crisp green. And then if you wanted to make that tree like I just made, this would be perfect. Deep forest. It's a gorgeous dark green. Right there. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. That is a good color. This would be good for rocks. It's called Steamed Latte. Right here. Now look at that. This would also be good for landscape. That actually could be decent in sky, right? With some blues for sunset. Yeah. This one is called Juiceberry. And I love this for the fields, like in the new Harvest Moon, we use something like this. Isn't this looking good?
Oh, that's pretty.
It's really beautiful. Okay, now these are our sea colors. And this blue is called Denim Jacket. These are all 2-ply. They're all hand dyed here by Greg in the studio. And what do we have here? We've got Evening Use as opposed to the Evening News. We've got the Evening Use. Someone's clever. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. The purple and the blue. See, that's a good combination. That could make water without you having to do another thing. It's all done for you. But if you did want to do something else, then this wouldn't be bad with it. You could just add a little Caribbean Bliss or the Evening News and put those 3 together.
The Evening.
These 3 together would just keep you in water for ages. The Evening Use, the Evening Blues, the Evening News. All right, so this is our color combinations for today. This is our frame. And that's our story. And of course, the story we always tell. And one of these days, I'm going to go through every rug in here. I promised someone I would, but sorry, I forgot today. One of these days, I would like to take you on a little tour and just talk about every rug. And we will do that, I promise. But this is the story for today. This is our wool story. This is our frame story. The big story, of course, is that it's free shipping on all orders over $59.95, and that's only till Sunday night, right? I think I got it like late Sunday night, so it's like I think I turned it off for Monday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, so the people in California can get it till midnight. So, and the news always is the same here at the end of every show, and the news is that when you share rug hooking, you never know what you're sharing. You never know who you're sharing it with. You never know who needs it. So be sure to share. Share your creativity, share your rugs, share your joy in making, and share the news. See ya. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being there.